Hello my friends, it is Julie, and this stack of planners and notebooks and such, this is what I use on a regular basis. Yes, so I wanted to go through what they are, and so you kind of can see what I use and do, my lineup. I'm going to go from least used, less frequently used, to the most frequently used. So I'll just put those aside. And not all these are for planning purposes. This first one, but they are kind of like the planner style. First one is, this is a Happy Planner Big, and this is for my book writing. What I have in here are all the things to my story ideas. I have a timeline of my book because it's a historical book. I've got the a little drawn map. I've got character profiles, historical stuff. I have one of my drafts in here. So I refer to this a lot, mostly with the characters and the timeline. It sits on my desk. These all sit basically on my desk. Yes, they all sit on my desk. So this one I don't use every day, but I use it probably monthly. It works in a Happy Planner because I can easily use, add and take away things. Put characters in and out, move them around, so this works for me. The next one that is, I probably use this on a weekly basis. It's another Happy Planner. It is the classic size, and I have customized this. And this is my mailing stuff. So I put all my stamps and my address labels in here. I have my regular stamps up here, and when I do mailings, I like to have old stamps. When I do swaps and I do postcard swaps, I like to have some of the old stuff. And then in the back is where I have my stickers. I don't have a lot. I used to have a lot more. I'm not really into stickers the way I used to be, but this loose stickers I have here. I have one sticker book left, so I don't really have much more. I used to have tons, but I don't use them as much as I used to. What I do instead of having stickers now is I cut out little things out of books, magazines, whatever, and I just glue them. I'm into more recycling things, and to me, this is just my preference. It seems like there's a lot of plastic waste in stickers. When I take something out of a book that's going to be thrown away, I am recycling that piece. And that's just my philosophy. It doesn't have to be yours. So those two are Happy Planners. Easy to take things out. This is my regular journal, and this is the one that I keep, and my things that I want to remember, kind of my remembrance. I have seen my flip through of this before, and it is, I'm not going to flip through too much of it, but it is where I record my thoughts, my dreams, it's when I want to journal something. It is mostly writing. That is the way I like to journal. And I'm almost done. That was my Dexcom. I need to eat something, apparently. I'm almost done. I have this much left of it, and then I'm going to have to decide what journal I'm going to use next of the ones that I've made, and I will take you on that where I'm going to pick. I do travel with this. I take this to my writing group and other places, sometimes to the Bible study when I want to write notes that I want to remember. So it is something that I want to have portable. So I'm actually thinking about having something that's more portable and smaller. So stay tuned. I will have something different for next time. Okay, so the next thing that I use that is kind of frequent is, these are the everydays. So I have been doing a daily 5-year journals, and these are you have 5 years, so you have just a few lines for each day. And I like this because I can look back and see on this day what I have, just a little bit, just like I went there, whether any significant thing of the day, my chickens did this, or I went there, or we made tamales today, or I made this journal, or whatever. I learned this. There's just something, and it's easy to look back on. I had just finished this 5-year journal last year. It's all filled up. And so I keep this on my desk because I still like to look back at that. So I will fill out today's journal, and then I'll go in here and I'll go, oh, what was 5 years ago? So it's easy to look back at a glance, and I like to keep that. Because my daily planner is not something to me that's a keepsake. It's things like this and this that I want to keep. I don't need to say, well, today I planned on washing the dishes and cleaning the bathroom, and I got this done. This is what I want to keep. These kinds of things. This is more what I want to have on my shelves, because I've been doing this journaling since I was a teenager, maybe even earlier. So I kind of know what I want to look back on, because I do look back, and I'll show you how I do that. So I keep those, and I read that every night. I do that every night. And then every morning, this is what I do. I do scripture copying. I started this a few years ago, and I'm just finished 2nd Chronicles. Tomorrow I start in Ezra. So I have journals, notebooks, and notebooks of just writing like a page or so of the scriptures every day. And it has been really a significant part of my morning, because I have to slow down and really read every word of the scripture. And when I'm reading, I read it out loud as I write, so I can hear it, I can write it, and it gets into my mind more than just reading it on paper. And that can go with anything that you're reading. If you really want to study something more, I recommend reading it out loud and writing it out. There's something about it that you just look at it differently. So that's part of my devotional time. The other part of my devotional time is I go through this. I think I had a video a while ago. This isn't started then. This is just an old journal cover. But I started a while ago destroying some of my old journals, because there was parts of a lot of mixed up stuff of, this is my to-do list and here's a significant thing that happened to me. And I decided to take out the parts that were significant, because I wanted to be able to zero in on the stuff I really wanted to remember from my past. I believe that there are things that God has been trying to teach me, or He's taught me before, or things that I really want to remember from just the past years. Every day I just read one of my old journal entries, and I want to remember. So a lot of these, like, I have some old printouts from some things, but I would do, like, I had monthly reviews, like, what did I used to want to do? But I had pulled up some pages, and I just put this in a happy planner, because it's easy to take these pages in and out. And sometimes I'll read a journal, and I'll go, this means nothing to me anymore, and I'll take it out and throw it away. I know you might go, oh my gosh, you threw away part of your journal. This is all for me and for what my needs are. And I'm 50 now, so I know that. And I have no children. So this is only for me. Nobody's going to want this after I'm gone. If I don't find meaning in it, nobody else is going to find meaning in it. You know what I mean? So it's just every day I go through and I read something. Today was a dream that I had. It was a really interesting dream. So there's a lot of things that I dream that I record, and I still get meaning from. That's what I do in the mornings for part of my devotions. And then my last thing is this Daphne's Diary Journal Planner. This is a 2024 one, and I had an extra 2024 one that I didn't use, and I just decided to try to make it into the 2025, so I went through and relabeled a lot of the stuff, but I am just not enjoying it. I re-ringed it so it was like this on the disc bound, because I just prefer it. I've been using the Daphne's Diary for the last few years. It's a very useful tool, but I'm tired of carrying it around for some reason. I think I just need to change. Every once in a while I need to change things up. So I have already started to make a change to a different calendar, which I will show you, because I'm transitioning. It's going to combine my journal and my calendar, believe it or not. I know I've been talking about separating them, and they are separate, but also together. So if that gives you a hint of what I'm doing, kind of a neat thing that I'm going back to. If you have watched my previous channel of paper planning, I don't know if anyone has come from that. I used to do planning was my thing. All kinds of planning. I did planner piece and all this thing, how to find your planners and what kinds of planners. That was my thing that I used to be into, and I have been looking at what I wanted to do next. I don't have a busy life, but still, in order to go somewhere, I need to have some kind of a plan. So anyways, so these are all of the notebooks and stuff that I use on a regular basis. And I do use them. I wouldn't have them on my desk if I didn't use them. So just put these back in kind of a order. Each of them are different and unique for their own purposes. And you're very useful. So this is the way I be able to keep track of myself and my thoughts, where I want to go and where I've been. And I love paper. Paper, it's tactile. And the reason why I'm doing this at the end of January is because I really believe that January should not be a time to start a new goal and a new year. Come off such a busy schedule time of, you just had the full time of holidays, so busy, and you probably overspent, you probably overate, and probably over socialized. I'm an introvert. You need to rest. You need to, it's cold, it's dark. You want to hibernate. Why do we want to just get going? Maybe it's okay for some people, but it's not okay for me. It's a time to reflect on the last year. It's a time to just look at where you might want to go next year. Time to just recover from life. And then at the end of January, you take stock of your stuff. Take stock. Where am I? Where was I? And where am I going to go? So that's why I think this is the right time to do this for me. Let me know what you think. Not that I do New Year's resolutions, but this is when I really kind of set up my year, which kind of, my year kind of goes between February and November, because December, January to me are just off months. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you on the next page. Goodbye.